Hey guys, Jess here. Today I'm reacting to Jaiden Animations, my experience with sports. So me personally, I did do sports when I was in high school. I was an athlete. I wasn't an athlete at my school. It was just like kind of like an after school program, but not really. It was from a different company type of thing. I did it on the weekends for this corporation I was part of, for the visually impaired and blind. I did sports within that category. And yeah, that, and I'm considered dancing a sport, so I did do dancing in school too, which I've been dancing since I was 5. I still dance now, but not professionally. It's more of like a hobby and it's a good exercise. I'll be going hardcore for about an hour, 30 minutes, sometimes 2. I used to be able to do 3 when I was in college, but anyway, things happen. Anyway, I was supposed to tell you guys about that. I was supposed to talk about that in my get to know me tag. Anyway, if there's any videos you want me to react to, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to watch the original video, as always, the link will be down in the description box. Without further ado, we can get this reaction started.
Do you want to join soccer? Not really. My mom had me in physical activities before I was even able to comprehend the idea of free will. But that's not anything I'm complaining about. I really enjoyed most of them, and it got me being active really early in life. If mom didn't do that, I definitely would have just sat on the floor of my room and played with a light bright for 15 years. When I was 4, my mom was like, "All right, up and at 'em, future diva. Time to get those feet a-tapping." Since I was so young, I really don't remember anything about dance classes. I know we had a tumbling part.
I didn't do dance classes
spin
until high
around
school.
or do somersaults. And I think there was a giant foam cheese wheel I would run full speed into. I don't know what that was all about. I also have this distinct memory that when I was on my way to class, I was chewing gum in the back seat, and for some stupid reason, I took it out of my mouth and started playing with it, except it started sticking to my fingers the more I tried to get it off, and by the time mom opened the door to let me out, one dance recital, I was doing this routine with other girls in front of the parents. I was in the center like the little queen I was. And apparently, in the middle of the performance, the girl on the left froze up and stopped dancing. "Megan, I swear to God, if you ruin my big moment, I'll put gum in your hair." I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, but there was a part where we had to start shuffling to the side, and she still wouldn't move. So what did I do to continue the show? I grabbed her tiny 4-year-old hand. We looked at each other. I nodded, and her eyes lit up with determination. We danced in sync for the rest of the show, hitting every step perfectly, and got a standing ovation from all the parents as we were showered by flowers. Just kidding, I started pushing her as I was dancing because she was in my way.
I'm about to say, that didn't happen. Oh, you guys were adorable.
After blowing it out of the water and becoming too good at dance with gum webs and shoving away the competition, I dropped it and started cheerleading. And I don't remember anything about that era at all. My parents could be like, "No, you never did cheerleading." And I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." One time getting out of my dad's car to go to practice, I slammed the door onto my thumb and was like, "Dad!" And that's it. That's all I got for you. It doesn't have anything to do with cheer at all. But here's a picture of me doing some cheer thing for proof I did it. And also, here's my thumb. Yes, I still have it. Next up was gymnastics. That was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life.
I did that when I was a
Not
kid.
because we were doing a bunch of crazy flips and spinning around bars.
But not that far.
I was
just
like
like
a freaking pussycat.
cartwheel
I
and
was
a
so
somersault.
bad
That was
at
it.
everything. I was the first to fall over with the wall handstands. I couldn't do a single pull-up. I still can't. I didn't know why people kept yelling, "Stick it at me." Yeah, stick it to the man. I was so wimpy and bad, I was the kid the coaches had to pull aside during practice and be worked on one-on-one. While everyone else was having fun in the foam pit, I was taken off to the side to work on not being a failure. Jaiden, lean back. I'm spotting you. We're gonna do a back bend. No, I can't do it! Just lean back. My arm is right here. Never! I have no reason to trust you.
Dude!
Stick it to the man. I didn't spit in anyone's face. But I was never able to do a back bend because I trusted no one and thought I'd just fall over and die. I was a woke 6-year-old. Already knew not to trust anyone but myself.
That was me when I was
You're the
8,
one who
when I
slammed
learned
your own
the
thumb into a car
somersault.
door.
I was scared, man.
And then one time, I was at a friend's house jumping on her trampoline, and I landed on my knees weird and somehow spun it into an excuse to stop gymnastics. tennis. Yay, quitting. Not a prodigy-born gymnast? Well, alright then, how about soccer? I played soccer for a long time, just like everyone else has, and actually really enjoyed it.
I almost tried out
My
for
first
soccer
team
in
was
high
called
school,
the
but
Pink
I became a
Panthers
weenie
because our
and decided not
uniforms
to
were
try it
hot
out.
pink. I was the nerd of the team that kept a stuffed animal Pink Panther in my soccer bag for good luck. It didn't work, we sucked butt. But it was still a lot of fun. Coincidentally, one time we played against another team that was also pink. They were called the Pink Panthers. Alright, Pink Panthers, we've got a big game this weekend against the Pink Panthers.
Dude!
Well, it sounds like we win either way. All the parents would be trying to cheer for us, but it was pretty confusing because it would just turn into, go Pink Panther, go hot Pink Panthers. Come on, light Pink Panthers, you got this. Don't pass it to the other team, that's your own goal. Whatever. I ended up not liking soccer after a while because everyone was getting more and more intense about it. Freaking destroy them, Amelia! Kick their shins! Yellow cards are just warnings! How about we just have fun, guys? I couldn't keep up with the burning hunger for victory everyone else started developing, and I started getting really scared. Whenever there was a one-on-one charge to the ball, I would run at full speed to look like I was dedicated and wanted to win. But at the last second, I just run past him because I didn't want to get plowed or kicked in the face. And then I kept running and ran all the way home. Call me selfish, but I wasn't taking a soccer ball to the face for this madness. I wasn't that devoted to the team. Like, I don't mind losing. During soccer, I also tried karate for a couple years and enjoyed that too.
I've always wanted to take self-defense classes. I have not yet.
Getting an undying thirst for intensity again. Hey, this is kind of fun. There isn't much to say here. I enjoyed it for a long time. My brother and I were in the classes together. That was some fun sibling bonding time. Yeah! We participated in little tournaments where we would perform our forms and spar each other. Sometimes we would have to perform forms to music, and it was like a little dance recital, except without any 4-year-olds that needed to be shoved off the stage. And I'm not gonna show any footage of those tournaments because it's very embarrassing, and I don't need that on the internet. In 6th grade, I dropped everything and started up tennis, which was the first sport I actually got the hang of.
I did tennis
and
one
loved.
time.
I even joined the high school
but
team,
it was part
which
of
was
PE.
Cool. One time when we were practicing after school, the guys...
Oh, shoot, it's buffering. Okay. But yeah, a lot of things I'm going to relate to about the whole soccer ball in the face thing. I never had a soccer ball get towards my face because I had to play soccer in order to do that. I never played soccer. But when I was 9, I was playing basketball and stuff because it was part of PE and stuff. My stupid butt went under the freaking basket. The basketball went through and hit me smack dab in my eye. My glasses broke off and I got a scar. And I still have a scar right here, but it's very tiny and it's not as intense. I'm surprised I didn't get a black eye. I didn't get a black eye, but it did get red right up in here. So, I don't think you guys can see it, but, like...
team was doing warm-ups
right up in there.
So they were
okay,
all lined up behind the fence in the sitting area. It was pretty chilled. We were doing our own thing and stuff, but every once in a while, one of them would make a stupid comment like, "Yeah, you go, girls. Come on, hit it harder." No one took note of them because they were just pesky boys and we were too busy kicking butt. But at one point, I smacked the ball hard enough that it bounced and stuck right into the fence where one of their faces were. I don't like showing off in front of guys or people or anything. That's not at all my thing. I can be attracted to all genders, which is normal and not a big deal, and would still rather just stand in a dark corner and not draw attention to myself and be invisible. But the shock on his face and the fact he stumbled back a bit out of surprise, freaking hell yeah. That made me feel like All Might for a sec there, with his sassy attitude and taking no bull from anyone. Aha! I am here! Little side story. Tennis practice in the Arizona summers were freaking brutal. It would be 116 degrees outside and we would be playing for 3 hours. There were points where people would be in the middle of a match, go off to the side to throw up, and then get right back into playing. 15 love? And that's it. That's all the sports I've been involved in during my lifetime so far. I'm glad I have all those experiences because I feel like they gave me a lot of spice and variety to my life during those times. It's really important for your health to keep active, and I had a lot of fun just being a kid running around and doing sports and feeling great. And now I do nothing but sit behind a computer and draw for 11 hours straight. The end. Oh, hey, funny seeing you here.
Okay, that was my reaction to Jaiden Animations, my experience with sports. And I just want to say that I hope this is still not a thing. I hope people still don't think this. But cheerleading is a sport, all right? Just because these girls wear frilly little uniforms and they doing like a weird dance routine at pep rallies and at games doesn't make it not a sport. It's a sport, okay? You think that's the only thing cheerleaders do? Cheerleaders don't do that. They're just not sitting there doing routines just for football and basketball games and stuff. They actually have their own tournaments too. It's a thing. Like the whole, if you're old enough, with the whole Bring It On franchise, whenever they go off and do all of these huge tournaments, that is actually a real thing, okay? It is a sport. And to all the people who think that cheerleading is not a sport, you try to do a back handspring and then try to do a basket toss and try to lift a girl up in a fucking pyramid, then come back to me. You let me know whether or not it's a sport, all right? That is a sport, okay? I can't do it. I can't do that stuff. That takes a lot of talent, effort, and a lot of core strength, okay? And like I've said, I did do sports before, but I was very athletic in high school. I did dance. Dancing is a form of a sport because you do a lot of physical activity, all right? So I did the dancing thing. What else did I do in high school? I can't remember everything. I did track and field. There is another sport that is a very unconventional sport, is for people who are visually impaired and blind. It's called goalball. That's a sport. I've done that for a few years. It takes a lot of energy. I'm not finna try to explain what goalball is. You can Google it and you can figure it out that way. But it involves knee pads, elbow pads, and a blindfold. And a ball that has bells in it. That's all I can tell you. And I hear the bus. But anyway, and then I did a little bit of tennis in middle school, but that's only because it was part of PE. So I done a lot of variations of sports, and I did get a lot of medals, a lot of trophies for doing those sports when I was in high school. I lost all of them though, unfortunately. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below if you ever had any sport experience of any sort. And yeah, so like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to do good because it feels good and it's the right thing to do. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.